Hello everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to extract uh, information from a variable to create a new variable that will allow you to do analysis in SPSS. For example, in what you see on the screen, this is a fictitious data where uh, disease information was collected. Unfortunately, whoever collected that information, sometimes it happened, they would put all the diseases in one variable. The way you see it here, like disease history for the people who participate in that survey. This is not suitable for analysis in SPSS. In order to analyze that data, let's say you want to put different disease, each disease in a column, in a variable, column, you have to do it from this variable. If you have only 10, 12 cases like this, you can manually create those variables and enter the numbers appropriated to each condition. However, when you're dealing with hundreds and thousands of cases of subjects, it can be a pain. It can take a long time, weeks or months, to get all those for each case, identify each health history someone has and create a new variable. So that would be a problem. But SPSS has a feature when you're using the syntax feature in SPSS, you can ask the software to group a certain disease on a different variable, like we have here. Let's say we want to create a variable that will capture only those who have history of hypertension. Hypertension here on this data was collected as people mentioning hypertension, different spelling, high blood pressure, even HTN, all of those means hypertension. So to do that, what you can do, you can create the syntax. I made it a little easy for you. I started putting the information on the syntax. If you look at the first set of syntax I have here, which is highlighted, uh, if you have multiple data sets, you make sure you activate the data set you want. Since I have multiple data sets open, so I make sure I enter this line, data set activate data set 3, because that's the one that has the data I'm working on here. You see data set 3 here. Once you do that, the new variable I want to create is hypertension. So I put computes hypertension, and then I give it the value of 0. Now, anybody who has hypertension will be having a value of 1. So what I do, I use the CHAR.INDEX of feature. If CHAR.INDEX for the main variable I'm working on, which is disease history, I put hypertension, inferior or superior, outside of 0 range, and then I give it the value 1. You can do it for any spelling of high blood pressure you have in your data. If you have thousands upon thousands of data, that's when this becomes handy. Now, I know in the data, some people enter hypertension lowercase, others entered it as first letter uppercase, others entered it as HTN, others enters it as blood pressure. So I make sure I capture all those spelling, and then I highlight it and hit run. Once I do that, here, if I minimize these, you see I have the new variable that is created here, we call hypertension. I am going to remove the decimal points so you can have it nicely shown here. In this data set, we have 4 people, 4 individuals who in their history said they had high blood pressure, like hypertension, blood pressure, and HTN. All those people have high blood pressure. Now, I have this variable called high blood pressure, hypertension. I can do some analysis. I can look at the frequency, analyze, descriptive, and frequency. and I can select my new variable hypertension and hit OK. In that data set, I know I have 4 individuals who had hypertension, and 8 of them did not have it. So it's 33.3 versus 66.7, exactly how I have it here. Now, if I want to create another variable to capture all those who have diabetes, I would do the same thing. Go to my syntax page, create the syntax. I already created them in advance to save time, but the same logic. Compute the new variable equals 0. If CHAR.INDEX, the main variable you're extracting it from, you put it here, comma, and you enter all the versions of the answers. In my data set, I know some people type diabetes capital D, others put all in lowercase, others put DM2. You own your survey. However they had entered it, you should be able to know that. If you're not sure about it, you can run a frequency on the main variable so you can have a good view of all the spelling of a disease. Now, once I do it for diabetes, I highlight and run, and it's run. Before I show it to you, I did the same thing for high cholesterol. I call the new variable high call for shortcut for high cholesterol. It equals 0 for everybody. However, those who answered the cholesterol questions, either cholesterol or LDL or high cholesterol, I give them the value of 1, and then you highlight also and you run. Now, once you do that, look at that here. My diabetes column and high cholesterol column. So they are right there, and I can go here and remove the decimal points. So it's right here. Now look at that, very beautifully shown. Everybody with hypertension is mentioned here, diabetes mentioned here, and high cholesterol mentioned here. I can conduct analysis on those variables. I can run frequencies. I can compare, do everything I want to do. I can compare the diseases by group if I'm running a t-test or even a NOVA test. I can do things with those variables, whereas I could not do it with the disease history variable. So I hope this will be helpful. This is a quick way to transform your data in SPSS when you have a poor quality data where the data was collected in a way that was not possible to do analysis for. You can transform that data to get each disease or each variable separately so you can do further analysis. If you like this short demonstration video, give me a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you or entertaining you in another SPSS tutorial video. Thank you very much.